In the serene beauty of the English countryside, a peculiar phenomena unfolds. People like you and me find themselves encountering the extraordinary amidst these rolling hills, ancient woodlands, and historic coastlines. The English countryside is a haven for the unexpected and a playground for the inexplicable and downright creepy. It has been the way here for centuries. Locals will gather around flickering campfires and share tales of wonder and awe. It's as if the boundaries between reality and fantasy occasionally blur, revealing secrets that challenge our very understanding about the world around us. Amidst ancient legends and modern-day horror stories, the English countryside beckons those who seek the paranormal, UFOs, and cryptid phenomena. Are these sightings of things otherworldly, mere illusions, or glimpses into hidden realms? Venture forth with me and explore these ancient landscapes where the mysteries of the English countryside await our discovery.
Hello? Hello? How has that even got there? Something that I have mentioned before here on the channel is how close the North Yorkshire Moors is to a very notorious and mysterious military base. A base called RAF Fylingdales, which is situated smack bang in the middle of the moors. It has a huge radar dish on the front of it. Looks like something out of Star Wars, and it's kept very secretive as to what really goes on there and what purpose that base serves. What I do know is that the motto of the base is called Vigilamus. Vigilamus, translated, means we are watching, which in itself is quite a unnerving motto to have, given the stories that circulate around this place. Almost gives me some kind of Stranger Things vibe. You know, you've got the area surrounding a facility with lots of weird and strange phenomena taking place, and in the epicenter of all of that, there's a base that's being kept hush hush. Nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to actually give any information away regarding what takes place at the base or what it is that they're looking for. But yeah, it's definitely got the feel of some Stranger Things type vibe.
We are not alone. They have watched us from afar, studying our every move. Their forms defy our understanding, and their intentions veiled in darkness. Are they benevolent beings, here to guide us towards enlightenment? Or are they sinister creatures, harbouring malevolent desires that threaten our very existence? Witnesses tell tales of encounters, probing lights in the sky, and strange abductions. They speak of beings with eyes that pierce the soul, and technologies that defy the laws of our earthly realm. These encounters leave a mark, a scar, upon the psyche of those who experience such unexplained phenomena. Do not dismiss the whispers or the conspiracies that float through the air. We are not alone, and these creatures, these entities, or extraterrestrials that watch us, that study us, may hold the key to our ultimate destiny. But always be aware, for not all that shines in the night sky is a guiding light. As we reach out to the stars seeking knowledge and connection, we must tread cautiously, for the unknown can be a treacherous path, leading us to the precipice of our own demise.
I'm just walking through this beautiful wooded area right now, and all around me on the forest floor, or on the wood floor should I say, is this beautiful wild grass growing everywhere. It's like something out of a fairy tale. And I've just been thinking, like, whatever it is that people are seeing here, is it a permanent fixture? Does it live here? Has it always lived here? Or is it something that comes from somewhere else and occasionally is seen by the unsuspecting cyclist or dog walker? This is something I've spoke about a long time on the channel, is trying to figure out what the hell this thing is. You know, a lot of people report seeing something that resembles a Bigfoot here in the UK. Now that doesn't make sense to anybody with a logical mind. Like, when you're talking about a Bigfoot or a cryptid of that nature, usually our go-to is like British Columbia, Alaska, the Pacific Northwest, and other places around the world, and to some extent even Australia, because of the large landmass that these places have. Here in the UK, when we talk about a Bigfoot type creature or some type of a cryptid, it's just very difficult for a logical mind to believe that. So then the alternative to not believing it is to think that the people telling these stories are all lying. And I don't think that is the case either. So what options does that leave us with? Well, that's why I think that it's coming from somewhere else. I don't think that the people telling these stories are lying. I also don't think it's something undiscovered living here in the UK. I think it's something either slipping from dimension to dimension, getting caught in time slips, or it's extraterrestrial. And it knows exactly what it's doing, why it's doing it, and how to remain elusive from prying eyes like us humans. Who knows? It's great. It's a great conversation to have. It gets the mind thinking, and that's why I like to get out here and make these videos for you guys, talking about this stuff, because I know there's many people around the world just like myself with a very similar train of thought. Do you know what would be absolutely terrifying? If something charged you in this situation right now, where you're pushing your way through really dense branches and there's twigs poking you in the eyes and you're getting your bag snagged on things as you walk through. If something charged me from behind now, even if it was just something, you know, earthly, like a deer, it would be a terrifying experience, let alone something that's creepy, 7 foot tall, or, you know, has big black eyes or looks like a reptilian, anything. Here comes Lil. She's charging me from behind. She's heard what we said. She's not scary though, but yeah, to be charged in a situation like this, because it is really dense, it would be a scary experience. And there wouldn't be a whole lot of options for me other than just to try and quickly get my knife out. Running wouldn't be an option. It's hard enough to walk through here, let alone run.
Many witnesses that I've spoken to claim to have seen unexplained phenomena here, from eerie lights dancing across the moors to whispers being carried by the wind. Some even speak of encountering otherworldly creatures lurking in the shadows, but also standing out in the open. These accounts have sparked heated debate for centuries and captured the imagination of those seeking the unknown. Local residents here, typically known for their practicality and grounded nature, now find themselves questioning the rational explanations that they have relied on for so long. Could there be a hidden world just beyond our reach? Well, I've been documenting my findings here for over 4 years now and pursuing every lead I possibly can, yet the answers still remain elusive and the mystery still persist. Whether it be folklore, imagination, or something more, one thing is clear, and that is that the allure of the moors still very much remains.
Well, the weather certainly took a turn, that's for sure. It's coming down quite heavy now. I might just take refuge deeper in the woods to get out of this rain rather than put the tarp up. You know, it is so tightly knit within these wooded areas that I probably wouldn't even get rained on if I pushed in there. So I think that will be my next move. I'm going to call Lily in, and we're going to get pushed into this woods and just step out of this rain for a little while. Lily, come. Come. Wow. The thunderous started as well. It's just amazing how quick the weather can change. Like when you saw me arrive today, which was what, 3 hours ago, if that, 2.5 hours ago. It was a glorious sunshiny day, and then now we've got a thunderstorm and I'm being absolutely drenched through to the bones. So. Stay. Good girl. That was a loud crash of thunder that rolled across the sky there. The rain is still continuing to come down. And I'm literally at the point now of crawling through the trees because... Lily, come! I'm literally at the point of crawling below the trees because it's just too dense that I'm making far too much noise pushing my way through, and I'm getting stabbed to death by all these different branches that are sticking out. It seems like the easiest option is just to army crawl pretty much through the trees until a clearing appears, and then take that 5 minutes to stretch my legs and stand up straight. But when you're trying to find new areas to explore, some of the best hidden ones are from going where no one else has been, or at least in a long time.
I would wake up throughout the night, and I suppose I may have been 4 or 5, and I would wake up sitting in the lounge room on the lounge, and I would see these 3 what I thought were people, but they didn't look like your average person, and they would be standing in the doorway. I felt like I was in a bit of coming out of a deep sleep. Although I was wide awake, everything around me seemed quite surreal. The second one, I would be put into my sister's bed throughout the night. I used to like sleeping in between my parents. I was quite nervous and scared as a child. But throughout the night, my mum would pick me up and would take me into my sister's bed. And sometime throughout the night, I would actually float out of her bedroom window, and we had a huge gum tree in our backyard, and there was an owl that used to live in this tree. And I remember I would acknowledge this owl, which, of course seems quite bizarre, but this is what would happen. And I would float down, and then my next memory would be landing just near the banana tree in the yard, and I would be very fearful, and I would run up the 14 steps up to the back door, and then I would let myself in.
Lily, come. Good girl. just feels like this thunderstorm is not even just not moving away, like it's lingering above me directly, and it has been for like the last 30, 40 minutes. Usually you'll hear the thunder and it'll roll across the sky, which is what I thought I'd heard the first time. But since then, it's just seemed to have stayed in one spot, which is directly above me. Just typical. As I'm looking up through the trees now, the rain is coming down quite hard. It's refreshing though, because it's not cold. You would expect that it's quite cold. It's not. It's humid. Almost like a tropical climate. So here's a question for you. I'm walking through the woods and I'm holding my phone out in front of me while I'm recording. But to say something that's not from this planet, like something that doesn't know what an iPhone is, or something that doesn't know what a mobile device is, if we were to come face to face, would it feel threatened by the very act of me holding something out in front of me? Because it's quite an aggressive stance. Like, that is how you would hold a gun. If I had a gun, I'd hold it out in front of me. While I'm recording on my iPhone, I'm holding it out in front of me. So that's something to think about. Would I inadvertently be triggering something to be aggressive just by the very act of filming whatever it is that I'm seeing? And as I'm saying this, the rain is starting to come down now through the trees, and I'm gonna get soaked.
This is a world that I willingly immerse myself into every single day. I'm often asked by people that I meet for the first time, why? Why do you do this? First and foremost, the weird offers a sense of exhilaration. It's like a roller coaster ride for the mind, where the twists and turns keep me on the edge of my seat. The unknown becomes my high, and the thrill of discovery fuels my passion. Each investigation is a chance to unravel the mysteries that I've been fascinated by ever since I was a small child. But it's not just the adrenaline rush that draws me in. The weird, in all its peculiarities, offers a unique perspective on life. It challenges the norms, defies logic, and forces me to question everything that I thought I knew. It's a constant reminder that reality is far more complex and fascinating than we often perceive. And by delving into the strange, I open myself up to a world of infinite possibilities, where the boundaries of what's possible are constantly being pushed. Moreover, being an investigator into the weird allows me to connect with people from all walks of life. There's a vibrant community out there, filled with individuals who share this insatiable curiosity for the unexplained, and together we form a network of truth seekers, exchanging ideas, theories, and experiences. We are united by our desire to understand the inexplicable, to shed light on the shadows, and to explore the realms beyond the ordinary. It's a bond that transcends borders, cultures, and backgrounds, and it's something truly special. But perhaps the most fulfilling aspect of my work is the impact that I can have on others. The weird has the power to inspire, to ignite the spark of imagination, and to remind us that there is always more to discover. By me sharing my investigations, I hope to awaken that sense of wonder in others, to encourage them to question, to explore, and to embrace the beautiful bizarre. If I can spark curiosity in just one person, then I've accomplished something truly meaningful.
I had this really amazing idea But I've not prepared for it because I've literally just thought of it. But the next time I'm out, I will definitely do this, and I think it will be by far the scariest experiment that I've ever done. So you guys stick around for that video where I do this. So basically what I've just thought about is something along the lines of Stranger Things, where Elle wears the blindfold, and by doing so she's able to hone in to a specific sense over the rest. And I was thinking, what I should do is bring a blindfold to the forest. I should sit down, set the camera up, and put the EMF reader just off to the side of me. Now, while I'm sat there with a blindfold, what I should also do is have the random word generator app running. And basically what that does is it scans through thousands, if not millions, of different channels and picks out random words. Now, people believe that the paranormal can tap into this. For some reason, they find that an easy solution to communicate. And the words that are coming out, sometimes at random. I've done it before with Junior, and we've had some really, really good results. So what I was going to do is I'm going to sit there in the woods with the blindfold on, the random word generator skipping to all the channels, picking out random words, and the EMF reader set up. And for the first 10-15 minutes, I'm going to let you guys at home ask questions. And all I'm going to do is just speak out the words that I hear. Now, I won't be influenced by anything else other than what I can hear, because I'll be blindfolded. And it'd be interesting to see what you guys put in the comments box, if you had any success, if I was saying words back to things that you were asking. That would be very interesting. And then for the next 10-15 minutes, I'll be asking the questions and then reading out the replies as well. Just a quick summary about werewolves. The earliest surviving example of man-to-wolf transformation is found in the Epic of Gilgamesh around 2100 BC. However, the werewolf as we know it today first appeared in ancient Greece and Rome. It appeared in poetic texts. And it got me thinking about what the Bible thinks of werewolves, and has it ever made an appearance in the Bible? Well, in a word, no, not a great deal. There is a great deal of imagery that melds quite nicely into what we today would call a werewolf. However, here in the UK, there are two main hotspots where reports still come forward from terrified witnesses who report to have seen something that resembles a werewolf. One of them is Staffordshire or Derbyshire, are the two main locations, Staffordshire and Derbyshire, both which are about 3 hours drive from where I am right now, so I should be safe. Well, I say I should be safe because less than 30 minutes away from here is another famous hotspot known as Staxton, and the Staxton Werewolf is the phenomena that takes place there. This dates back to ancient times, where people were reporting this creature, this beast, that would roam the landscape, attack farmers' sheep, killing their animals, scaring the villagers to death. It was just terrorising the local community around that area for a very, very long time. And this can be found in ancient writings, and there's been a lot written about the beast of Staxton, the werewolf of Staxton. So yeah, like I said, that's 30 minutes from here. Let's hope it hasn't moved in that time. Lily's just sat upright. Lily, what is it? I hate it when she does this.
In our quest for answers, let us ponder the irony that sometimes the more we seek, the further we drift from the true understanding. As we strive to unravel the complexities of life, we must pause and reflect on the possibilities that perhaps it is in the embracing the enigmatic and embracing the unanswered questions that we truly find wisdom. For it is in the gaps of our knowledge that curiosity flourishes, innovation thrives, and the human spirit soars. So let us not be disheartened by the absence of concrete answers or evidence, but rather be inspired by the limitless potential that lies within our hunger and our drive for knowledge.